What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be sharing with you the 6 main things you need to do in order to not doom your ranked account this season. So if you're one of those players who for the last 3 months have been complaining about only getting plus 12 LP for wins, minus 16 LP for losses, are stuck 300 games in silver, want to get to gold, or, just feel like the system's against them, watch the next 10 minutes of this video and you'll learn every single thing you need to do to get to your goal rank. Whether it's just to get to gold for the first time, go to diamond, or even climb higher. And this is all about before placements. So if you haven't done your placements yet, trust me, watch this before you do into your placements. Let's get into it. All right, so the first one, 55% win rate champions only. On your main account that you are trying to hit your goal rank on, so whether it's platinum, gold, bronze, whatever your goal rank is, only play the champions that you have a 55% win rate on or higher, and use last season and preseason to find these champions. Just go to op.gg, look up, and I guarantee you'll have at least 1 or 2 champions with a 55% win rate. If you don't, get on your second account, buy a second account, level up a second account, and play the champions you enjoy until you get to a 55% win rate on them in a ranked solo queue environment. Then bring them to your main. Do not do your placements until you do that if you are serious about climbing. The second one, main one role. I do hundreds of profile reviews a day. This is a shameless plug. Get your free profile review in the YouTube section below. I do hundreds of profile reviews a year, and the biggest problem, or one of the biggest problems beside the first one, is people switch between roles. And I get it, you want to play new roles, you want to learn new roles, but please don't do it on the main account that you're trying to climb to platinum in for the first time. You're trying to climb to diamond, because you're gonna fuck your MMR, and that's why you're getting plus 12 for wins, minus 16 for losses, and you're in my Discord or you're on YouTube comment section complaining, why can't I climb? What do I have to do? How do I reset my MMR? All these questions. You did it to yourself, now you have to fix the problem, and the new season is the perfect time to do it. So if you're like, well, Dylan, I don't want a main role, one role. Cool, you don't have to. This is for if you want to climb in the fastest way possible to your goal rank, but also if you want to play multiple roles, that's great. Just play your best performing role on your main account and learn the new role. Let's say you're a mid laner and you want to learn jungle. Cool, play mid on your main role. Whenever you feel like playing jungle, go to your second account and play as much jungle as you want, because that way you're not affecting your main account's MMR. That way you're not dooming your LP gains, and that way you're going to be able to climb to your rank goal in 2023 in Season 13 a lot easier. Third one, no learning of first timing champions in solo queue. Everyone complains about this. Everyone does it. 95% of the profile reviews I do every year have champions where they've played like 60 champions in a ranked season, and about 30 of those have 1 win or 1 loss. And it doesn't matter if you won or lost that game. It's just you're risking every time you queue up and you're learning a champion or you're playing it for the first time in ranked. You're risking your account's MMR and you're risking your chance to get to gold. So again, don't learn or play for the first time new champions on your main account in ranked. Play it on your Smurf account or go to normal games or flex queue. Your normal games and your flex queue, they do not affect your ranked MMR on your main account. So you can play as many normals, as many flex queue games as you want, learning new champions, but never do it on your main account in ranked, because it's going to doom your LP gains and you are going to get hard stuck like the last 3 years. Fourth one, never play tilted. This one sounds so obvious. And again, the solution to this is, yes, you can play League of Legends tilted. Dylan, what if I got tilted after 1 game? Cool, you're tilted. Don't play on your main. Go to your second account and just calm down, or go outside, touch some grass, drink a coffee, eat some food, have a little nap, do some meditation. Do anything but queue up again for ranked after going 0-14 and blaming your top laner who went 0-2. Do anything but queue up again and play on your main account. Fifth one, blocks of 3 games. The human mind is not designed to concentrate for long periods of time, and your brain is actually always looking at ways to shortcut and consume less energy. Thinking strategically and playing League of Legends requires a lot of energy for your brain, and it doesn't want to use that processing power. If you've ever heard of a concept like autopiloting, or if you've ever felt like you've just gone through an entire 30-minute game and then 5 minutes later you're like, what even happened in that game? Like, I don't even know what happened. Or you're just like, all of a sudden at the 20-minute mark, you're 0-3 and you're like, oh shit, what's happened? That's because your brain is just having a hard time to concentrate. So that's why I recommend blocks of 3. Honestly, if you can do blocks of 2, it's even better. And if you start that with a warm-up game on your Smurf account and then go to your main account, even better. But basically blocks of 3 and never more than 2 losses in a row. So if you're planning to play a block of 3 games, for example, and you lose your first 2, do not queue up for that third one, because the chances are statistically, I've reviewed hundreds of profiles, the chances are statistically of you losing that third game are so much higher after you've lost your first 2 that it is literally detrimental to your chances to climb, and it's going to impact you in the short run, the long run, and it's only going to get you even more tilted. The 6th one, do not duo queue with mates. Now, I know it. I do it as well. I duo queue with mates who are not as good at me as me at the game. No ego there. Just literally, they're not as good. Or they bring out the worst in me. They get me tilted, or they tilt my teammates. And these players and these mates are not for your main account. Again, play as many games as you want with them on your Smurf account or your alt account, but please do not play with them on your main, because again, you're just going to doom your MMR and you're going to become hard stuck, and I won't be able to do anything about it 6 months down the track, but you can make a difference right now. Now, the 7th bonus point here, and again, shameless plug, if you haven't got a profile review already, and you want to know how to exactly implement all 7 of these tips to your account and to your rank goals, fill out the form in the YouTube description below for a free profile review. It takes about 10 minutes. The form takes like 60 seconds. The 7th point I want to talk about is the thing that 98% of League of Legends players don't do, but only the top 2% of players do on a regular basis. Oh, whoopsie. 5-minute game reviews. So 2% of players in League of Legends actually review their gameplay on a regular basis, so at least once or twice a week. 98% of players don't, or they do it so little that it has no impact. Now, the easiest way to get into game reviews, because you're probably like, oh, I need a coach, or I don't know what to look at, etc., etc., etc. The easiest way to do game reviews, which anyone can do, is download your replay from the match history after you play a game, and go to the timestamps at the bottom. There's like a little bar there with all the actions that happen, all the big events. Just look at every single death you had in that game and watch the 30 to 60 seconds before that death and figure out why you died. That is literally how you can review your game in 5 minutes and learn so much about what you're doing wrong and so much about how you can improve as a player. If you just watch that 30 to 60 seconds before you die, you'll become such a better player. You'll start to understand exactly what you're doing wrong, and you'll be able to climb to your goal rank, hopefully, as long as you follow those other 6 tips as well. Now, the advanced version for this, so if you're like, okay, well, that sounds pretty easy, give me something harder. The next one you need to do is look at every single moment in the game where 2 or more players from both teams encounter a skirmish. So whether that's a Baron fight, a Dragon fight, trying to push mid lane turret, look at every event that happens like that and watch the whole event play out and look at, were you there? Did you have impact? And if you weren't there, why weren't you there? What were you getting on the map, or what was so important that resulted in you not going to that fight, and was it worth it? Those 3 questions, as well as reviewing every death, you are going to ace it out of the park this season, guys. Now, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you've all enjoyed it. It's a little bit different to my usual stream. I'm very excited. But yeah, I wish you all the best of luck in your season. Please, if you're not in my Discord already, join it. Link in the description below. Tell me how your placements go. Tell me if you think I'm lying about these tips. But honestly, I think if you implement these tips correctly, you can climb to your goal rank this season, whether it's gold, platinum, diamond, or or above. If you are serious about climbing and you want to put in the work and you're willing to do what the 98% of players aren't willing to do, you will get there. Cheers, good luck on the rift. I'll see you on the next video.